right, y'all, we are back with another episode of Fundie Baby Challenge. And you guys know I'm so excited because our eldest, Erin, has finally aged up. And today we are going to see what his future holds as far as his religion. If I roll a 1 through 4, he's going to stay Fundie. If I roll a 5, 6, or 7, he is going to be an atheist and leave the fold. If I roll any other number, he's going to be a mainstream Christian. So let's go see what he's going to be. So moment of truth here. Okay, he's going to eventually be a mainstream Christian. I don't know how that's going to play out with his personality, honestly. I don't know. So it's like, I think he'll get into a courtship and who knows where that will go. I just think that maybe in his early 20s, I could see him kind of, maybe getting married after a courtship and kind of like chilling out on some certain things with his wife. Probably that's where we're going to go, but who knows? I think that tomorrow his dad actually might make him go and meet with Mark McLeod 2-on-1 and really get to know Mark McLeod. Because of course, Titus is really wanting Erin to marry Mark McLeod's oldest daughter, Alexandra, even though he does have some concerns recently about Mark's faithfulness to his wife. He is just going to let God lead and give him discernment on if it is the right thing to have Erin and Alexandra marry each other. Also, for some reason, he has the erratic trait as a child, but it wouldn't let me give him another trait. He kind of just aged up kind of without a second trait, and he hasn't been able to get an adult aspiration just yet. Oh, I guess I can just switch it. So I think that he is probably going to do something with popularity. He's really social. I think maybe friend of the world would be a good one for him. All right, I'm looking at, it looks like that Titus has a desire for excitement. He loves that his kids are growing up so fast, like seeing them, succeed. He feels cooped up in the house because he loves the outdoors. He's wondering if he's being too strict, but he's also extremely dissatisfied in his relationship. So I think he might go wake up his dear wife over here and see what they can get up to, if you know what I mean. All right, he's literally flirting with her in the freaking bathroom, but so that's super interesting, but it looks like he's feeling a little bit better. I think he just needs some time with his wife. Things have been so busy. Oh, wow, he's literally feeling inspired now that he's closely connected with his wife. Okay. And of course, that close connectedness has ended them back in bed together. So we'll see what happens with that later on. All right, Sarah's going to take a pregnancy test after that before they leave out to see Mark McLeod. Let's see. She's not pregnant. That is shocking. Also, she's dirty as hell. Okay, girl, get in the shower. Damn. I think it is about time that Titus and Erin head out. They're going to the Hare and Hedgehog Cafe. And really the purpose of this meeting is just for Erin, now that he's matured a little bit, to really have some heart-to-hearts with Mark McLeod and see, if he can get to know Mark McLeod, and then perhaps, not this meeting, but maybe in a few meetings, he can ask if he could get to know his daughter, Alexandra. I'm going to let Titus, kind of do these introductions, and I'm going to let him kind of do his own thing while these two really get to know each other a little bit more. As you can see, he's just enjoying his little coffee here. Mark went and got up. Where's Mark going? Mark, where the hell? What the hell? Girl, where are you going? Is he leaving? What the hell? Okay. Did he literally just leave? Dang, what did Erin say? Well, we might as well eat our little cannoli or whatever. I don't know why these heathen women have sat down next to Erin, but whatever. Oh, wait. No, that's Greg Farmer. Sorry, I thought that was Mark. Okay, well, maybe Mark is just not feeling the Erin issue. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of girls who have aged up into teens already. So there's maybe a couple more, but there's not a lot that he can do on the courtship front. I am going to get him to try to meet some of the other dads of, the group and see what's kind of going on. Maybe, I feel like maybe Titus is not going to be as quick to try to get his son into a courtship with some of the other ones, but I think since this is his first son, he really wants to show like social power that he can quickly find a courtship for his boy. I'm going to have our guy Titus get on the phone and maybe invite, let's see, who can we invite? How do I get to the invite portion even? Invite to current lot. Okay, I can't see them on the panel, so maybe we'll just go and do a little house visit to actually the Abernathys. As you can see here, the Abernathys have a daughter named Reagan. And so we're going to go and have our guy Aaron get to know Dane Abernathy better. All right, we've got them talking. We've learned that Dane is very self-assured. Just letting Aaron know, like, we don't really need you. I'm self-assured kind of thing, maybe. I don't know if that's a good sign. Let's look at the, let's enthuse about our interests so he knows what we're interested in. Let's have a deep conversation about theology. Let's ask about his hobbies and his skills. Also, I just realized it's Wednesday, so we'll have our women's and men's group. We should probably do women's group since, she has been stuck in the house for a long time. Oh, he loves music. Okay. Aaron also quite likes music. Okay, we've also learned that Dane is very loyal, so that's good. It looks like the conversation is going really well. I'm also wondering, should he join, since he's wanting to be being in a courtship, maybe he should start a job as a manual laborer in the mornings on the weekends. But he can't do that because of church. Oh my god. Okay, maybe as a scout? That's unpaid though. He can't really be... maybe he could be a barista. That's Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Okay, that's good. That'll be good. Let's do that. Select that career for him until he's an adult. That way he can make a bit of money for the household. Okay. Dane and Aaron just became good friends. That's a good sign. I feel like we might only need to meet with him a couple more times before we're able to actually have long chats with his daughter. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like we can kind of head home soon. I think mom can go ahead and use the restroom, and then we're going to send her on to women's group, and dad and Aaron are going to look over the children. Oh, Aaron is feeling super confident. So I think that he definitely thinks he has this Reagan Abernathy relationship in the bag. All right, she's used the restroom. We're going to go head to women's group. All right, we are starting the gathering at the church. I think that we're really going to try to get to know Miss Kimberly Abernathy since our son has started to get to know the family. We're, as the matriarch, are going to want to get to know Kimberly because we really don't know her too terribly well. Oh, let's discuss dating standards with our girl Kimberly. See, kind of what she thinks about, the whole courtship standards, boundaries, that sort of thing. We've moved the combo inside. I feel like if they can also get along, the two matriarchs of each family, I feel like it could be a great match for the kids. Let's also share our personal life goals to see if our family goals align. This is already showing to be a very successful women's group. We definitely have more of a purpose this time around. I feel like women's group is usually just to get Sarah out of the fucking house, but this is great. Okay, I feel like that's enough conversation with Kimberly. I feel like we really got some good time in, so I think we're gonna just say hello to some of the other ladies and then head out. I may not film that part, honestly. It is super late, past midnight, but we are finally back home. That was a really, really good time. Let's get everybody in bed, and honestly, I think we're trying to speed up this courtship process, mostly because, I don't know, I've just been so bored with having so many young kids, phased children in the family, that I'm so excited for a courtship. So I think that we're going to have everybody wash up and get ready for bed. And then I think that um, Erin and Dane Abernathy are going to go to maybe a park or something tomorrow and just make sure that we're all aligned, and then perhaps he can start actually having conversations with Reagan. Oh, Fisher aged up also. He is a vegetarian. Very interesting for this family. Okay. He also has the hearing disability. I'm going to have him be a creative kid. Let's give him his Fundie makeover. Okay, I feel like he is going to like more funkier designs because he is creative. So you're definitely going to see that more in his style. He's definitely going to wear things that the other boys probably wouldn't want to wear. He's going to try to be a little bit different with his style for sure. All right, so like for example, the other kids would not wear this. I feel like he's just got a funkier style. And they do let him kind of do that because, I don't know, some funny families wouldn't, but I feel like they're kind of just chill with it as long as it's modest and not too out there. Oh, I forgot, Erin has his job during the week, so he will have to go to his workplace and then he'll be able to meet up with Dane. Oh, sorry, no, he has work in 23 hours. So he starts work actually tomorrow. I did not realize that. So he is available to leave right now. Our guy, Erin, is already at the library ready to meet Dane. Dane's walking in, but he decided to wear his brand new job's uniform to really impress Dane, to show him, you know, he's working towards having a home of his own. All right, he came back out here to chat with us. I feel like if we can get to maximum friendship with Dane, I feel like perhaps we can just invite his daughter Reagan over here and get to know her as well. And obviously they already know each other from growing up together, but we're really gonna get down to more deep conversations. Uh-oh, it's apparently a tedious conversation for Dane. Uh-oh, we could get rejected by another fella to get to know his daughter. All right, it's going a little bit better. Now it's going a little bit better. We're so close. Hopefully he doesn't fuck it up. Okay, finally. Okay, so now we can invite Reagan to join us because we have the full bar with Dane. And obviously we already have full bar with Reagan because we just know her, as I told you. But we're going to ask her some more intimate questions, I guess you could say. Now, obviously, oh, she's sad. I wonder what she said. But anyway, this is obviously the first courtship, and Dane is still on the lot, by the way. But we're definitely going to keep it, you know, obviously they can hug, but we're going to keep it a fairly hands-off. Any courtship, no kissing. Obviously, they kiss when they get engaged. Although I do have a mod that I'm working on that it's like, or not a mod that I'm working on, it's a mod I have that I'm working on using that is sort of like arranged marriages, I guess you could say. Okay, it seems like it's going pretty well. Her mom is here too now, so that's good. Let's discuss healthy relationships. Let's have a deep chat with her. Let's ask about her attraction. Oh no, she's embarrassed from a tedious conversation. This might not go well. Let's ask about her personality attraction. Let's ask for her attraction level to us. She's still embarrassed. Okay, she's feeling better now. She just had a moment. It can be embarrassing. You know, these kids don't have much outside knowledge, so it can be a little bit embarrassing. Looks aren't everything, but I do. Okay, so like she likes black clothes. She does not like any kind of crazy color hair. Okay, she doesn't really know what she likes. Okay, weird. She's turned on by taken Sims, wealthy Sims. I do feel like, although they don't have a ton of money, I do feel like they're one of the more wealthy families. A sense of humor. I do feel like Erin definitely has a sense of humor and is argumentative. Although she's turned off by highly skilled Sims, which, you know, I wouldn't say, let's look at his skill set. I wouldn't say he's highly skilled. I feel like he completed a lot of aspirations as a kid. He also, I would take him, since he's erratic, he would definitely be an emotional decision maker. Okay, she thinks we're all right. I feel like that's, there's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like let's take the next step and become best friends. How do I get to that area? Let's share our personal life goals with her. And let's become best friends. And then maybe the next time we meet up with Dane in tow, we can certainly, maybe ask her to be in a courtship. They're watching the sky together, so cute. I think that there's definitely attraction here. Although she was like, "You're all right," I think that she does like him. I could see the attraction growing there. And I think that we're going to have him go home in just a second. And maybe in our next episode, we can certainly, have them go on a date and maybe him ask to court her. All right. Oh, dang, the power is out. But anyway, we are back at the house. And I think that's where we'll end this episode. Next episode, we can see if Erin can get himself into a courtship. And we'll see if our people have any more babies. Super exciting. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.